Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about my Zoon bike. I've done two previous videos on this bike. The previous video before this is a review video. You can check that out in my playlist. Tonight's video is going to be about the charging of it and how long it takes to charge the battery. I'm going to be sharing a tip with you. Again, I want to point out that I paid for this bike myself. There was no promo codes given to me. I was not asked by the development team to test this bike. This is all on my own. I'm kind of just doing the same thing I did with my Smart Travel bike. I am now featuring this bike and this bike on my channel. So you're going to see videos on both these bikes, Smart Travel and the Zoon bike here. So let's talk about the charging. Now they say on the website that this can charge in less than 4 hours from a full discharge. And I found that to be true if you can keep the charger cool. Now, what I did here is I've got it just dangling here so that it's not touching anything, and it's pretty cool it's warm, but it's on the cool side of warm. And I believe by doing this, it allows the battery to charge quicker. Because when I was charging the battery with this sitting on this glass fixture, just giving this a little bit of time, you can feel that it starts to warm up. And I believe in that warming up, it actually delays your charging process. So what I've done is from the end that's directly connected, from the end that's directly connected to the charger, that's where you want to dangle it from. Because if you dangle it from the other end, you can see that it unplugs itself. That's where the actual charger plugs into that box. So let's look at this. I'm going to just unplug it completely and leave that box down there on the ground for now. And the battery has this button here which you can push to tell you where you're at with your charge process. Plus, if you turn the system on, this is also going to indicate to you how much battery you've got. So 4.5 hours ago, the battery was completely dead. It was below 1 star. It was in the red. It was below 1 green. It was in the red. I said 1 star. So what it was is right before getting into the walk phase mode. Because what it does is these type of bikes, when you start running out of juice, it will allow you to go through the easiest, less draining mode the bike has, and it's usually the walk mode, so you can try to get the bike home. This bike happens to be a 7-speed, so that's never really going to be a problem to get the bike home, even if I run out of full juice. But 4.5 hours ago, I was at the verge of getting into walk mode, and I got it home, plugged it in. We're 4.5 hours later, and as you can see, it's pretty much fully charged. That's when you keep the box cool. Now, if the box, like I said, the charging box gets warm, or if it's in the sunlight, let's say it's in a direct sunlight, it doesn't charge the bike all that well. I think what it's got is some sort of overheating mode that it cools itself off, and during that mode or function, it's not charging the bike. So just keep it cool, understand that it's heating up, and you can charge it in no time. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.